Today, we're going to talk about the human activities lab that we have been working on for the past few weeks and report our results from the algorithm that we trained and developed. We first began this lab by writing a MATLAB script to obtain features from a given set of data. We wrote a function that could easily extract many of the different features, such as x acceleration, y acceleration, and distance between peaks, and classified the data points accordingly. After we had our data classification set, we used the classification learner feature on MATLAB to be able to develop predictive workflows. We looked at various scatter plots of our training data that clearly separated it into distinguishable categories and developed algorithms to classify them. Our team used various methods to better tune our algorithm. For example, we changed some of the features that we used to classify this data, such as adding z acceleration and absolute average difference z, in addition to just x and y acceleration. We looked at a multitude of confusion matrices to decide on the accuracy of each motion. Ultimately, we decided to use the weighted KNN algorithm, as it correctly classified our data with at the very lowest 75% accuracy.
Once an algorithm was decided upon, our team used the MATLAB mobile app to track acceleration data from various motions, such as walking or drinking from a water bottle.
Right.
So that's fine. So I should change it in the folder? I mean, you're adding the activities column later on. Just make sure that you.
For our code files, we have 4 specific files which allow us to use the data use collected data to predict certain motions. Our first file used is the Human Activities 2 file, which was made in the second Human Activities lab. This file takes the data from the mobile sensor data and creates the current folder, when I run it, it will create the FID folder list, iFolder, label, and reference tables, except that these label and reference tables these are arrays that are just empty for now. Human Activities 2 works in tandem with this function here called extract acceleration features. This extract acceleration features uses loops that allow the data to be sorted into arrays and that create this blank reference table. Once this file is run, we can go to the reference table file and run that. This file fills out the label and reference table. From here, we can go to Human Activities 3, which was made in the last Human Activities lab. Using this file, you can engage your classification learner and then train your models using the mobile sensor data. Once you've trained your models and selected the model that you want to use, then you can pull data out of your collected data folder, which is selected data from HMP dataset, and then you can run that. Once that is run, that will classify each folder of collected data into what the model will decide it will be, or decides it is, essentially. And then you can run the code that is portrayed right here in the command window. And when you do that, it will portray, or it will present to you the decisions of the model in what it has decided.
Our model prediction result was able to correctly identify 2 out of the 5 motions that were attempted during lab. These 2 motions were walking and drinking a glass of water. Our team anticipates the reason that our prediction results were below 50% accuracy is due to inconsistencies in the collection of our experimental motion data. This lab had many great learning moments and experiences, and served as a great way to refresh on MATLAB while applying skills to a real-world application.